Welcome to challenge 10 of the 30-day challenge. Thank you for being here. And the focus for the next couple of minutes is really going to be how do you get every brain in the game? Now, you've probably heard the statistic bandied about that when it comes to change and transformation, typically 20% of your colleagues or your participants are likely to be very positive about change, 50% are likely to be neutral, and 30% are likely to be resistant to change. They're your critics and your skeptics. So the real challenge is in the weeks and the months ahead, we are likely to see much more change and much more transformation. So how do you get the vast majority of individuals who are participating in change and fully engaged behind the change? Because unless you get full participation, the burden and the responsibility falls on the shoulders of the few senior leaders at the top of the organization. So the key really is to be honest and straight with teams and with employees, and to have what we call adult to adult conversations rather than parent-child conversations. So the adult to adult conversation is actually not sugarcoating difficult messages. It's about being straight with people, and the more honest you are, the more people accept the reality of the situation. And that can often be counterintuitive in many organisations where they are reluctant to surface difficult issues for fear of demotivating people. But the reality is that the more you can be straight with people, the more they actually move one step forward to volunteer and to seek what they can do to support. So here's the second thing here that's critical, is that as a leader or as a consultant or a facilitator, you don't have a monopoly on great ideas. And often people who are closer to the operational challenges have fantastic ideas, but they're rarely asked. So one of the key attributes of an effective leader or a facilitator is to ask your participants for help. And the more you ask for help, the more they see it as a sign of strength rather than a sign of weakness. And then the final thing I'm going to get you to think about is to, rather than be focused on driving top-down change, which can feel overmanaged and overwhelming because it's imposed on employees, what about giving them license to implement local change, to fail small and to learn fast? And the more they take ownership of implementing local change, you are able to evaluate what works and what doesn't work, so you can scale the things that actually work. And that's probably a much more effective way of implementing change and getting every brain in the game than top-down driven change. And the final message I'm going to leave you with is try and lead as though you have no power. Okay, so I'm going to allow you to just think about what that might mean for you, whether you're a coach, facilitator, or as a leader. So that's it. That's challenge 10. I will see you on challenge 11, and thank you for engaging.